I want to talk to us about the female reproductive organ and how to care for this. Okay, the things that we shouldn't do to it to just keep it healthy. Okay, I'll tell you what the vagina is. I'll tell you what the vagina is not also. So the vagina is a muscular tube that connects the uterus with the outer environment, okay? And what the vagina is not. The vagina is not that thing, that structure you see when you look at a woman's body. That is not the vagina, that's actually the vulva. And the vulva has a labia majora, a labia minora, it has a vulva vestibule, it has the clitoris, it has the clitoral hood, it has the urethral opening where urine comes out from, and it has the vaginal opening where coitus occurs through and where the baby comes out from. Okay, I hope you're clear on that. So the vagina has a pH of 3.8 to 4.5, making it mildly acidic. And the reason for this acidity is to keep off pathogenic organisms from the vagina so they don't overgrow, so they don't have space to grow, so they don't end up causing us diseases and discomforts. Okay, so the major organism, the primary organism in the vagina, yes, there are organisms in the vagina. And the primary organism in the vagina is lactobacillus. It has like 90% of the space there, so it's like the grand landlord, okay? And this lactobacillus produces lactic acid, and it produces hydrogen peroxide and other substances that help keep the pH of the vagina mildly acidic so that bad stuff don't grow there. Do you get it? So when you do certain things, you introduce other organisms that begin to compete with your lactobacillus. Sometimes you depopulate your lactobacillus, encouraging the growth of pathogenic organisms. So there are things that you do that affect your vaginal environment. Sorry for the noise, guys. Asadela is my village. So one of the things that you do that affects your vagina is using dirty fingers in your vagina. When you use dirty fingers into your vagina, what happens is that you are introducing the dirty organism under your nails. You're putting it in there, and what you're going to allow the growth of pathogenic organisms in your vagina. Okay, and that thing you want to avoid is using things like petroleum jelly in your vagina, as it can cause irritation. You want to also avoid using things like garlic in your vagina. The reason I am saying this is that I've seen cases where people put in garlic into their vagina and they end up spotting. Do you understand? So yes, but garlic has antifungal properties. It inhibits the growth of candida, but also your vagina is delicate, and when you use garlic in your vagina, it causes irritation. So why not make that garlic into a tea that you can actually drink, so it can work on your body from the inside out while you do the right thing by going. If you have issues with your vagina, just go to a doctor, talk to them about what your problem is. They'll get you tested. They'll take maybe a high vaginal swab. They'll culture it. They'll know what exactly is wrong with you, because sometimes you're self-medicating for a thing when something else is wrong with you. Okay, so just prevent self-medication. And still in the line of self-medication, I'll be talking about overdose of antibiotics. It's not safe because you end up killing the normal flora. So let's say our lactobacillus that we've already spoken about, you're killing them. It's like a mass slaughter, and then you encourage the growth of bad organisms, because when you depopulate the good organisms, the bad organisms will be like, okay, it's time for us to grow. Okay, so as you're trying to take antibiotics to kill the bad bacteria that you think is wrong with you, or the bad organisms, you're self-medicating in this context. Okay, and maybe you're even overdosing it, you're also killing the good bacteria. Do you understand? So it keeps that area be like, hey, what's going on? Do you understand? So avoid self-medication and avoid excessive use of antibiotics, and especially self-prescribed antibiotics. Okay, another thing that you want to prevent doing is using strange sweeteners. That's the word I'm going to call it. Some people use things like chocolate. There's things like ice cream. Like, what exactly are you trying to make sweet? There are things that you can do that will actually help your body to just produce sweet nectar, you understand? So but that's not a video for today, so avoid using this extra sweeteners, and also using fruits as sex toys like cucumbers and bananas should be avoided. Okay, you should avoid using them. They are real sex toys that you can get from adult shops, and you don't want to use fruits for this. And I think this video is getting darker because it's getting darker out here, but it's all right. I'll just try and round up. And that thing you want to avoid is douching. That's using high pressure water into your vagina to flush it out, to cleanse it. There is no need doing that, because when you use the high pressure water, you're also removing the good bacteria, right? You're removing the good stuff, so you're like, everything comes out. And when you remove the good bacteria, what happens? The pathogenic ones overgrow, right? And that thing that you want to avoid doing is unprotected sex, because semen has a pH of 7.7. So when you have semen up there, you don't even rinse properly, you don't know how to clean yourself well, what do you end up doing? You have, normally your vagina is supposed to be 3.8 to 4.5 pH. That's mildly acidic. Now you're having an alkaline semen in your vagina. What happens? You're changing the pH, right? And that is going to encourage the growth of other organisms. Okay, so another thing that you want to avoid is using kitchen lubricants, something like coconut oil. I don't know if people use groundnut oil, but in case if you do, please stop. Okay, don't use kitchen lubricants. They are lubricants that you can buy in the pharmacy. Just get to any pharmacy and talk to them about it, and they'll know what to do. All right, I think that's the right way to do it. Another thing that you would want to avoid is leaving your menstrual byproduct for so long. There is a time, like I think most sanitary pads have a time frame of like 8 hours, so don't overdo. Don't keep blood in there for so long. Okay, your body is open, you need to it's just like you keeping diapers on a baby for so long after urinating and all that. That baby is going to have rashes, right? So you would want to avoid. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching my video. I love you. Bye.